Senate and Board of Supervisors. My name is Tseglin. I am here as a voice of my innocent disabled son Nate. Thousands of hundreds of disabled people and their families which are abused by the system of corruption and bribes. I am voice of my son Nate, who was framed, set up, kidnapped, tortured, isolated, and exterminated for the profiteering scheme orchestrated by Orange County Regional Center and performed by Orange County corrupted probate judges type of Lee and Kim Hubbard, betrayal of public defender such as John Felden, Frank Ospina, Cheryl Beasley, stained with lies, police officer type as Gonzalez, Sampson. In a kangaroo probate court, closed for public but open for abuse of power. It is too much or something is impossible to ask a decent public defender, such type as Scott Sanders, instead to be appointed to a public attorney John Felden, which has a lack of integrity. If my son doesn't deserve a decent public defender, then he can be better off without any attorney than with such public defender type as John Felden. I am confident that decent public defender can be selected by public defender office, dominated for a long time by such judicial perverts as Frank Ospina, John Felden, and his supervisor Cheryl Beasley, that unfit to legal practice to be appointed now to judges. Of course, they are match for judges Lee, Kim Hubbard. The fraud, waste, abuse of public funding, corruption, bribes, violation of law, constitution, cause the injustice, and therefore the public distrust of county officials. On behalf of people with disability and their families, the disabled people are threatened. Their health and life are wasted in financial scheme of fraud orchestrated by Orange County Regional Center DDS with their multi-billion public funds, which officially reserved for welfare of disabled, but practically implemented to corrupt and bribe the management of county public offices to run organized crime for profiteering. The Orange County Regional Center heavily contaminated the county offices and these judges. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Robert Tseglin.
Oh, Honorable Madam Chair and Board of Supervisors, Robert Tseglin, brother of Nate Tseglin. I'd like to read from two links, www.uglyjudge.com as well as marygysyk.com/tag/probate-court-corruption. They hide behind positions of power and authority. Those who should be prosecuting rarely do what is right. Far too many people are abused, victimized, and murdered by bad people who hide behind an image or a title. The problem becomes worse when we don't address the problem and remove them as soon as possible. They destroy the reputation of all involved when the system has no option for simple removal. They have too many rights, too much immunity, and as a result, millions are victimized. It's a problem those in power don't want to address because they are just as guilty. Mayors who really should not be in office, or judges, or police officers who go on killing, abusing, and committing crime. Who do you go to when these obviously bad people commit wrong? When these obviously bad people are friends of those in power, they work closely with them. The fact is bad people get hired every day, and they're protected, made immune, lied about, rewarded for bad behavior, and promoted. In no other business do we allow the same practices of injustice. The problem and solution is obvious, but those who should act don't. Why? Why do the same people we entrust to prosecute in prison some far lesser crimes for decades, yet those with images and titles get probation and a slap on the wrist? Worse, many are allowed to retain all benefits and pay by retiring or resigning. Just look into judges in California who've been found guilty of crimes and abuse and never get prosecuted. No one, not even one, gets the same punishment as everyone else. Good cops know what's going on in America. The problem is they don't they know those in charge won't support them. Their lives, families, and future is held hostage by a system that backs wrong, not justice and law. Government positions, law, and authority are often used to abuse the public and help dishonest people profit or gain power. From one judge in a small probate court room that robs a senior of her rights, life, safety, and freedom by allowing dishonest lawyers and government to profit. From Mary, GSYKES.com. I strongly recommend that if you are a private probate victim or family member, you understand what a psychopath, narcissist, sociopath is and how they think. The above link will take you into a National Geographic documentary on psychopathy and how they think and operate, and why you are most likely today to find them in a modern corporation or boardroom or even in the courtroom. They are drawn only to riches and wealth. They need to control and deceive others. They have depressed emotions in the area of sympathy, empathy, understanding, and compassion. Most importantly, best example is the attorney John Feldon. Thank you.
All right, next speaker.
Okay, we're at the supervisors meeting at the Hall of Administrations, and we have a gentleman here that wants to give a testimony of his case. He's been coming here for the longest and haven't been hurt yet, but he'll give his testimony regarding his son being on the mental institute. So,
is it closed? Yes, you have it closed.
yeah.
My concern.
What's your name first?
My name is Ilya Tseglin, and I want to talk about my son, Nate Tseglin, who was illegally kidnapped by police and social services that was orchestrated by Orange County Regional Center employees, who they are social workers. The Dana Beans, the social worker, called to police and asked police officer to arrest my son because it would be easy for him to steal conservatorship from parents and accuse us in something that we never did not do. They come without any consent, against our will, to our apartment, make illegal search, make picture everything, including in the toilet, in the bathroom, in our private bedrooms. They find nothing. Still, they, against my son's will, they kidnap him and keep him in a facility for money. The only reason why they're focusing on my family, because my son was funded with the public money because of a disability to give him a treatment, and they steal this money for treatment and they poison him with drugs just to make him sick, isolated, and finally coming to final solution. That's what is I see they focus. I just wondering that billions of public money are wasting to line the private pocket of this manager of the public offices, Orange County Regional Center. He is an organizer and orchestrating of many crimes against humanity and people with disability.
Yeah, and how long has this been going on that your son has been detained in the facilities?
It's almost 10 years on and off. That he is taken from home with the wrong accusation. They set up the condition, accusation, and with help of honest people, he is released and taken back every time because of the money behind him for treatment. Instead, this money going to their pocket, and he has no treatment. He has full isolation from community, from faith, from everything what make human being.
Yeah, and I've seen that you have been coming here to the Board of Supervisors for a long time. And what is it that other things that you've been wanting to tell them about this? Is there a possibility that they could help you? Is this one of the things why you come here? Or?
Yes, definitely. I want to present the situation about my son and people with disability to the public and to the supervisor. I believe that Board of Supervisor leading to a position that he would have oversight and take power from this corrupted public official and will make a situation better.
Yeah, what does he tell you about? I mean, because I know what is their conclusion to your being here?
Conclusion, they know what is going on. They hear about the situation, and I believe very much they have a sympathy to people, to my son and people with disability, but still they have to gain this power over the public offices to make changes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, please. I mean, a lot of people in the same.
Where is it that people could get in touch with you or reach you?
Yes, please. My phone number is 949-387-6728, and my email address is I as a India, T as a Tom, S as a Sam, E as a Edward, G as a Gold, L as a Lion, I as a India, N as a Nancy, at gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you. If anybody out there is going through the same positions that this gentleman is going through, you could contact him, or if you could help him with what he's going through, and you've been through that, you please call him up. Thank you. It's People's Media by the people.
Thank you.